Welcome back to Charisco Crypto. Guys, welcome. Let's discuss. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's talk about everything else that is happening in the world of crypto. Where is this thing coming from? Okay, let me see. Get it here. So, guys, you are welcome. You are welcome back. Come back to Charisco Crypto. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's talk about everything else that is happening in the crazy world of crypto. Bitcoin and crypto still trading sideways, but slowly Bitcoin is clawing back up. As you guys can see, it's now back up above $92,000 once again. But there is so much fear in the market. So many people still be fearful, which is why I'm here today to tell you guys that you don't have to be panicking. So don't be fearful. We have some positive news in the market, so you need to watch out. Watch this stream, so I have some data to share with you guys, for you guys to see what is happening in the market, what the big boys are doing, what the way are doing, what the Wall Street are doing. That is because the way they are trying to scare the retails out of the market. And guess what? For them to be able to accumulate as many Bitcoin as they can. So this is the reason you don't need to be scared. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So we'll be looking into most of the data. The market has been trading sideways for a while. You guys can see staying Bitcoin staying trading sideways deep down to $81,000. Just deep slightly below $81,000 a week ago, but now the market is slightly crawling back up. So which is what we'll be looking into most of the data. Let's quickly look at the market performance. As you guys can see, most of the altcoins are still down, but the weekly performance, oh my god. Okay, good. So with the weekly performance still neutral, most of the altcoins are still slightly up, even if Ethereum is still up with about 4%. So coming back here, I want you guys to look at this chart here to see what is happening in the crazy world of crypto. You can see here, this is just last week when the retailers, the newcomers, people which are just coming into the market. Guys, I still have some positive news to share with you guys about SRP. So the SRP spot ETF now had more than about $1 billion inflow just between 2 weeks, which is huge for SRP as well. So look at this chart here. As you guys can see, each time the market flip to when the retails flip to extremely fearful, so super fearful, you can see that the way they start buying back upwards again. But you can see here that the retails with this chart here now from CryptoQuant just show that so the retails just flip from super fearful to super greed, just as Bitcoin just climbed back up above $92,000 once again. So we show you guys that the ways they know what they are doing. They keep playing the game in order for them to scare you out of the market, to take your Bitcoin and crypto away from you. Why will you be scared, when one of the best performing assets in the history of mankind, you are investing on it, you still be scared. You don't have to be scared when you're investing. I totally understand that, when you are just coming into the market, you don't understand how Bitcoin and crypto work, and you still don't know about the 4 year cycle. Just, just 3 years ago, Bitcoin was still trading between $16,000. So 2022 here. But guess what? Today, Bitcoin is still trading above. So today, Bitcoin is still trading above $92,000. But you can see that there's so much fear in the market. So many people being fearful. So look at it here. When the fear and greediness head up to at least about 80 something percent, you can see, so the way they start taking profit. So well, just about a month ago, when the market was extremely fearful, boom, the way they start buying back was again. Just last week, when the retails they start being so much fearful, as you guys can see here, the retails flip from super fearful right now. They just flip from super fearful to super greed once again. Well, each time the retail's been super fearful, the way the Wall Street they start buying back was again, they are just trying to scare you out of the market. So you don't have to be scared each time the market is that, which is why I stick with the plan, the strategy of DCA, dollar cost average, and hold for a long term. For sure, you will be in profit. So keep DCA, keep accumulating. You never go wrong by buying Bitcoin. And most of the altcoins as well, not just Bitcoin. So this year, accumulate as much as you can. Each time you have some cash on your side, that is how it works. So people who make money in crypto, I keep saying it, they are not traders. No, people who make money in crypto are people who DCA and hold for a long term. Accumulate as much as you can and hold for a long term. For sure, you will be in profit. If you are DCA for for even if you're between 1 year right now, you will still be in profit. I see no reason why people will be fearful where Bitcoin is still trading above, where where Bitcoin is still trading above $92,000. Yeah. Even if you invest in Bitcoin, you start investing in Bitcoin where Bitcoin was trading at around the $120,000, which is just 2 months ago. If you are using the strategy of this year, when Bitcoin dipped down to $81,000, if you was the opportunity to still buy, even if now that Bitcoin is back up to $92,000, you'll be in profit once again. That is how it works. So this year and hold for a long term, for sure you will be in profit. 21 million that will ever be in existence, 99% of the supply is already being mined, less than 5% to be mined. So there is not much Bitcoin in centralized exchange. So looking at this chart here once again from this one from here, from CryptoQuan. So York George just said that, so if MicroStrategy, so with this chart here, that's because why am I showing you guys this chart is because, so many people also be fearful that, MicroStrategy, which is they have rebranded the company to Strategy, they may decide to sell their Bitcoin holding. But if Strategy holds his Bitcoin, which is around 650,000 Bitcoin, which is still roughly more than about 60 something billion dollars as of today. So for sure, so Bitcoin would dip down, like as so many people think. So unlikely for Bitcoin, to face a major drawdown this cycle. That is because this cycle we have so many ways which they are willing to buy. Previous cycle during the downside of the market, there is no Bitcoin spot ETF which they are willing to buy. So you don't have to be panic. Don't panic. So guys, don't be panic. So stay strong, stay in crypto for sure. With Bitcoin and crypto, a life changing wealth we will all achieve. You all know that. So guys, will quickly reminder to show you guys this. Let me quickly show you guys this. This is a BIT chart. Show you guys this. So BIT chart, the official streaming coin, as you guys can see, I'm streaming to Pump Fund right now. So make sure that you get some BIT chart in your portfolio. It's the official streaming coin on Pump Fund. I set some of the BIT chart to you guys who have been tuning in just last week. So this is the streaming coin on Pump Fund. So guys, with this chart here show that so Bitcoin price drop down by year. So this cycle, Bitcoin may not drop down like previous cycle, where Bitcoin usually dip down with like about 50, 60%, 70%, only sometimes 80%. I believe last cycle 2021, when Bitcoin dipped down to like almost about 78% during the downside of the market. So you don't have to be scared. This year, accumulate as much as money as you can. So which is why even if I myself, my DCA portfolio is starting by next year, which is just next month. Let's say from next month going. So in December last month of the year, so from 2026, I will start a DCA portfolio. So which the plan is to be buying at least about $50 worth of Bitcoin once in a week in a public portfolio. So what I will be buying in my private portfolio is what I will be adding to that public portfolio for you guys to see what I will be buying. And there's no need for you guys to ask, oh, what are you buying? What am I adding to my portfolio? So the plan is to make sure that so create a good amount of portfolio during the downside of the market, and when we are back up to the bull market once again, you guys will see that that portfolio will be worth thousands of dollars. So let's look at you can see here Russia Russians to include the crypto payments in balance payments data. I keep saying it. So this is what the big boys are doing. This is what the ways are doing behind the scenes. They keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating, buying behind the scenes. And so don't forget that even if the US already created Bitcoin strategic reserve, so MicroStrategy are holding more than 3.1% of total Bitcoin supply, when BlackRock Spot ETF is holding about roughly between about 5 point, no, BlackRock Spot ETF is holding about 3.5% of total Bitcoin supply. So those are just two companies holding more than 6% of total Bitcoin supply. So 21 million forever, guys. You guys can see one country keep embracing it. Coming here to SRP ETF. So, just between two ways, you guys can see the inflow is now more than about $1 billion. So, which is huge for SRP. That is huge. That is huge. So, SRP ETF nearly between about 1 billion. Can the bulls break 2.28 for SRP? SRP, let's quickly look at the price. SRP is between about, okay, 2.12 cents right now. So, which is quite not bad. So the way they are accumulating quietly, they keep accumulating and accumulating. So don't be scared. This year, hold for a long term. For sure, you will be in profit. Guys, if you are watching from S, aka Twitter, head over to the YouTube channel and Charisco Crypto. So I do live stream before now almost every single day, but one of these days, these few days, I'll be working so hard, which is why I said, okay, today, a day like today, let me tune in to share with you guys what is happening in the market. So don't be scared. Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. Just about a few hours ago, we have about another $500 million, which was minted from Cycle on the Solana blockchain. Senator Cynthia Loomis, this is, almost what I preach every single day. Think and ask yourself what will happen in the next few years when the Wall Street countries they keep accumulating as much as many Bitcoin as they can. So Senator Sita Loomis already said this, that the US will be buying Bitcoin. So at least they will be swapping some of their gold holding to Bitcoin, which they have started buying yet. Even if as of today, the United States are holding roughly between about the United States are holding between how many Bitcoin? Almost about because the market is likely that they will be holding between about $80 billion. So imagine when they start buying. So when they start swapping some of their gold into Bitcoin. So it's not just Bitcoin. There are some good altcoin out there, but we all know that once Bitcoin is down, the altcoins will follow, which is why we keep using Bitcoin first. So once Bitcoin is down, most of the other altcoins are down. So don't sleep on Bitcoin, don't sleep on crypto, guys. You guys can see what the Wall Street are doing behind the scenes. They keep accumulating and accumulating. Trump's leaks America's Bitcoin added another about 300 and something Bitcoin, which they are now holding roughly between about 4,367 Bitcoin, which I will be showing you guys at the headline right now that cover it. Michael Saylor, the CEO of Strategy, said he is not selling anytime soon. He don't even say anytime soon. Saylor said he is not selling his Bitcoin holding. So there are so much rumor out there. Oh, MicroStrategy may decide to sell their Bitcoin, and it will really affect the market for sure. If MicroStrategy ever decide to sell, it will really destroy the crypto market. But Saylor said he is not selling. His strategy is for a long term. But you guys can see as of right now that more countries are embracing it. El Salvador keep buying one Bitcoin every single day. El Salvador are now holding roughly between about 700 Bitcoin, 700,000 Bitcoin. So 7,000 Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, 7,000 Bitcoin, not 700,000. So that is a BlackRock holding. So El Salvador are holding between about 7,000 Bitcoin, which is almost about $700 million. So The big boys, they keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. They are not sleeping. So Bitcoin supply on centralized exchange keep dropping down, which show that the Wall Street, they keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. Imagine when all those 11 trillion dollars managing a company like Vanguard, they, they they already buy. But imagine when they decide to buy at least $1 trillion, even if not just 1 trillion, just a quarter of $1 trillion to add to their portfolio. What will happen? So that is when Bitcoin price will skyrocket like never before. So don't sleep on Bitcoin. Even if SROP reserve in centralized exchange dropping down like never before because the big boys they keep buying and buying and buying. This is what I was saying earlier just now. You can see Trump backing the minor America's Bitcoin. Okay, I was right. 300 and something Bitcoin. You can see they just added about 363 Bitcoin. Look at how many Bitcoin they are now holding. You can see from here, they are now holding about 4,367 Bitcoin. So why do you think that those big boys, they keep buying, they keep accumulating? That is because they know that, so for sure, this is the best performing asset in the history of mankind. You can't compare Bitcoin with gold. Bitcoin is the digital gold. There is a short clip out there which I posted on S just about less than an hour ago. What happened is that CZ, the founder of Binance, had an interview with Peter Schiff, which is a Bitcoin critic. So the king of gold, which is Peter Schiff. So I will show you guys the short clip. What happened is that CZ said, "Oh, someone sent me gold." So a pack of gold, which there is a serial number and this. He gave it to Peter Schiff. He asked Peter Schiff, "Is the gold ring?" Peter Schiff said, "I don't know." And for sure, he can't even identify if the gold is real or not. But if it's Bitcoin, for you to even transfer it out from the block, it will totally destroy. So that is why you can't confiscate Bitcoin. You can't confiscate gold. So Bitcoin, you can't compare it with gold. So Bitcoin is the winner. So for sure, which I will be showing you guys the short clip right now. It's crazy out there. So the guys, the big boys, they keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. If you're watching from any of the social platform, smash the like and the subscribe button. Turn on. Make sure notification bell is on, guys. So the bull market is coming back up. The bull market is not dead. So consolidation is normal. Volatility is real in the crypto space. So Bitcoin and crypto, usually volatile for a while. Trading sideways for now, which is normal. It gives us a good opportunity to accumulate for a long term. So each time the market we have a crash, each time the market is down, for sure, the market will rebound back up again. It will always bounce back up. All you just need is to get ready, get prepared. This year, make sure you have some cash on your side. The next move is around the corner. It's coming. It's coming. The big boys are not sleeping. They keep buying and buying. They put fear in you to scare you out of the market, and they buy as much as they can. That is how it works. So that is how they accumulate most of their Bitcoin. When you look through the historical signals of Bitcoin, Bitcoin has been declared dead more than 1 million times, but Bitcoin is still here today, trading above $92,000. Look at this year. Level look back now supported Solana payments, transfer, and staking as well. Well, this is huge for So guys, Solana, one of my favorite altcoin, you guys can see. So now Level Bank, I don't use Level anymore. For you guys who use Level, you let me know. So you guys should let me know in the chat if this is real, man. So for sure, I know it's real from Cointelegraph, but you guys can see now Level Bank now support payment, transfer and staking as well, which is also huge. Pump is incoming. A pump is incoming for sure. So each time the market dump down, for sure, you don't have to be scared. All you need to do is to this year accumulate as much as you can and hold for a long term. Rate cut this December, I don't think a rate cut, so I don't think maybe Jerome Powell will cut interest rate once again. So if Jerome Posty don't decide not to cut interest rate, it's cool. Bitcoin will still stay strong. So Bitcoin will still stay strong, even if Jerome Powell decide not to cut interest rate this cycle. But if Jerome Powell decide to cut interest rate, the market will bounce back up huge. But even if Jerome Powell still not cut interest rate, it's normal for sure the market will trade sideways for now. Historically, 2026 is a bear market. When we usually get into the bear market, but you have to embrace it this year. This is what I was saying earlier just now. See what happened here is that CZ, I posted this on S just about a few minutes ago, less than an hour. So what happened is that CZ debate with Peter Schiff, but guess what? Bitcoin win always. Bitcoin always win. I tweeted this about a few minutes ago. Bitcoin always win. So volatility is real. You know, the market will consolidate for a while, but Bitcoin goes nowhere. It's an asset with a limit supply backed by energy. Energy is real. You can't fake energy. It's simple that you can't fake energy. So it's simple. You can't fake energy. So Bitcoin is real, guys. You can't fake energy. This year, hold for a long term. For sure, you will be in profit. Let's do Q&A, guys. Let's do Q&A question and answer. If you have any question, drop your question on the chat. Drop your question on the chat. The market still look great. The total from CMC, the total CMC, the total crypto market cap is between about $3.43 trillion. So, which is not still not bad. Just last month, the market total crypto market cap was still above 4 trillion. So we are almost there with about $1 trillion. So we're almost there with about $1 trillion. Guess what? The market is. You can see from the fear and greediness. The fear and greediness slightly recovery back up after the fear and greediness dipped down to 11. Now it's between about 27. So which is why I show you guys this chart earlier just now. That the retails, which they were super fearful, they just flip from super fearful to super greed. Right now, you can see from here the fear and greed. They just flipping greed once again, just because Bitcoin is back above, $92,000. That is how it is for people to treat their sentiment in the crypto space. So, which is why I keep saying, each time you see that everybody being great, say, oh, Bitcoin is going to, $1 million. Yeah, it will happen next cycle, not this cycle. But guess what? So each time when everybody being bullish, that is a good time to always take profit. When people being fearful, that is a good time to always buy. Buy when there is blood in the market, even if it is your own blood. So you don't have to be fearful, don't panic. So when you panic and sold, you will be rich in the next few years when Bitcoin is trading $1 million for a coin. So in order for you to get rich, you have to embrace the market, you have to embrace the volatility and hold for a long term. For sure, you will be in profit. Let's quickly look at the Bitcoin dominance. Let me see. Okay, Bitcoin dominance is still between 58.6%. Ethereum dominance is neutral, 12.1%, when altcoins are still between about 29.3%, which is almost a 29.3, which is about up with about 1.2%. So you guys can see. So the market still holding strong. Bitcoin is consolidating, which is normal. You don't have to be fearful. Stay strong, stay in crypto this year for a long term. Ethereum still holding between about $3,158 right now. When SRP around the $2.12, BNB around the $900, so around 141. So look at Tron 28 set Doji. Most of the altcoins are still down, still slightly down. ADA, whoa, it's crazy. What is happening with ADA, man? ADA is between about 40 44 cents. That's crazy, man. High liquidity around 34 dollars. When what I call it there, we have okay, Bitcoin Cash around 573. Chain Link around $40. Look at Monero here around $400. What of Zcash? Okay, Zcash is slightly down. Zcash is around about $362. When Sui is down as well. It's crazy. Most of the altcoins are down tremendously. So Sui is between about $1.66 when Hadela still between 40 cents. I remember when Hadela skyrocketed about a few months ago. No, it's between a year right now. It's crazy, man. Whoa. Let's quickly look at the last chart. Yeah. Okay, that was when it was a time. Whoa. His all-time high in 2021 during the bull market was around almost 60 cents during the bull market 2021. Since then, December this year, when most of the altcoins were up, was around about 40 cents. Okay, not that bad. Avas is around $14. $14 when a Litecoin is still there. So guys, let's do Q&A. Let me see. Let me see from Pump Phone. There are questions, man. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Hi, bro. Nice coin on Pump Phone. You're planning to take it a long time? Yeah, for sure. BChat is a long-term project. So for you guys who are asking, BChat is a long-term project. So you guys can see it here. It's a long-term project, which is why even if as of today, 30% of the supply is already being locked. 30% of the supply of BChat is already being locked. And the plan is to be using at least almost about 20% of the streaming revenue from Pump Fund, using it to buy it back and locked in the next few years as well. So to give power to the holders, so you guys can see. So for sure, BChat will keep going up in value. Yeah, based on the market, most of the altcoins are there right now. You know, Bitcoin, BChat may be down for a while, but for sure, you know, a huge reversal is coming. BChat will be coming back up stronger and stronger and stronger. So in the next few months, in the next few years. So it's a long-term project for you guys who are asking. So guys, next rally is around the corner. Don't panic. You don't have to be fearful. So stay strong, stay in crypto, prepare, you know, embrace the volatility in the crypto space. You know, so embrace it. Watch out. Crypto is here to stay. So you can, you know, over the years, Bitcoin have been discredited millions of times. So the bull market, so Bitcoin bull market is around the corner, it's coming. And when it starts, it will surge like never before. It will skyrocket like never before. So guys, see you guys. Maybe tomorrow is Friday. I may be streaming, I may not, but make sure your notification bell is on so that you know each time I'm live, you guys will get notified. We can discuss Bitcoin and crypto together. It's very, very important. You know, see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, you are smart and intelligent with Bitcoin and crypto. Financial freedom we shall all achieve together. Charisco is out, guys. So Charisco is out. See you guys tomorrow.